Taking time every day to go beyond the headlines a bit and get some in-depth information about issues related to this pandemic. If you've tried to find flour recently, you may have had some trouble. There's a huge run on flour and yeast these days. Joining me now to talk about that is Bill Tine. He's the Vice President of Marketing for King Arthur Flour. Bill, thanks for being with us here tonight.
Thanks, Dennis.
Let's first of all begin on why these products are selling out. What are you seeing at King Arthur?
Well, it's incredible. As early as mid-March, we saw this big spike, and a lot of it's because people are baking just an incredible amount. We see people that bake once a month now baking 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah, I don't bake at all. My wife usually does that, but while she was at work, the kids and I made some banana bread with King Arthur's flour, as a matter of fact, and we ran out of some ingredients. We didn't have any yeast, so it was okay. Tasted all right. Has it had to change the way you're operating and producing items?
Absolutely. We started to ramp up quickly because we saw the demand picking up, and particularly with social distancing in a manufacturing plant, we had to change some things around. Although in a wheat mill, there aren't that many people involved, so it's actually fairly easy to do. But we've ramped up, added shifts, and actually added a production line to try to double or if not triple our production capacity.
There's a long-held belief that the smell of baking bread makes you feel good, makes you feel calm. Are you finding that this is one reason why people are baking? Yeah,
and you even pointed to a good reason as well. Families baking with kids. It's a great activity, something to do while they're at home from school. But a lot of people do think of it as a craft, and they get to hone their skill, and they know they're going to be home. They get to hone their skill. But I think for the most part, people see it as uniquely comforting. It's a challenging time out there, somewhat chaotic, and they're able to manage something. They can control something in their lives, and it's something they can really set their mind to.
Looking back in the history of the company, have you ever had a run on flour like this before?
We have. Our company's old, so we're a 230-year-old company, so I'm sure there's been some runs in the past. But even as recently as I'd say 2008, 2009, the previous recession, people are baking more at home, and that tends to pick up in general. Although nothing like right now. I mean, it's unprecedented the amount of baking right now.
A 230-year-old company. That's remarkable. All right, Bill Tine from King Arthur. Thanks so much for being with us, and congrats on your company's longevity. That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks for having me.